You know why I like this, putting this daily darshan of all over the world ISKCON. So many of you know how I got introduced to Krishna consciousness. It was through Singapore. You know I have told this many times. I mean, it's amazing how devotees are pervaded everywhere. Wherever you go, you will see. So, my sister thought to give me some mercy, and she told me to come to Singapore to attend a retreat. And this was during the second time. First time, obviously, I was there. Second time when I went, that was I think 2012. She again told me to come there. 2011, I think 12 something. So she did a drama on glorification of Jagannath Ji. She was like one of the devotee of the Lord, like that in the drama. And she was so much into that drama that everybody in the audience was crying, including me also. So यार ये रूप तो कभी देखा नहीं बहन का, you know, इतना character में आ गई थी. Oh, and that time, obviously, I started feeling that something is there in this. And then later on, that also month was Damodar Ashtakam. So there was a devotee. He's from Singapore. His name is Devaki Nandan. He's very, very sweet. He's so amazing that he is a lawyer and a very high-paid lawyer. But his spiritual master told him that you can do more service if you leave the job and just do preaching. ऐसा rare होता है. गृहस्थ तो ऐसे नहीं बोलते कि भाई छोड़. So the thing was, now they have to run their family. So he said, tell your wife if she can work. And his wife also was a devotee. He's a devotee. So the point is so much surrendered to Guru and obviously to Krishna. Taking the words of ऐसा मेरे को नहीं. You don't have that courage also. If someone asks, right? Do we have that courage to? And lawyer really high paying. Lawyers how they are paid here, right? So so he was singing, and very sweet singing. He was singing, and on the screen they were running this darshan of all over the world. So seeing, I was saying, Krishna Nigeria में भी है, Krishna Nairobi में भी है, अरे Kenya में भी है. क्या Krishna है यार? ये तो हर जगह है. And that time, and just before that, like 2010, when I started going to job, I was associating with such kind of people, because of which I became little atheistic sort of. I felt कि अरे क्या है ये सब बेवकूफ बनाते हैं सब ऐसा. And but that entire incident, that Jagannath drama that my sister was performing in, and that entire scene of that very sweet singing by Damodar Ashtakam by Devakinandan Prabhu, and then I was just and that entire video, all the olden days where we used to do Janmashtami every day, every year, and in the night we used to eat, and then Matki Fodna, all that started reeling in my mind. And that's when I realized that something is there in this. I should take it seriously. And then when I used to came back to India, I recorded that. Luckily, I recorded that video to us time pe, this is 2011. Utna nahi. So as soon as I used to reach JP Morgan, first 30-40 minutes, I used to just sit and hear that singing by Devakinandan Prabhu. And just by doing this slowly, that maybe some Sukriti, whatever, slowly I started chanting also 16 rounds. But that's why I like that, because I feel that if someone also might feel the same, feel that connection, that how Krishna's mercy is everywhere, entire world. So I just thought I will share that. What we'll do is we'll quickly do the Mangalacharan prayers, and after that we'll start our class. Also, I forgot, I realized that we have been forgetting to do the acronyms for every chapter. But anyways, then I was thinking 9th chapter kuch to karte. So at least 9th chapter I'll have, you guys will see. So we'll quickly do the Mangalacharan. For this, we'll do it together. Okay. And please try to memorize this Mangalacharan if possible. Every day, if you read this Mangalacharan, you will be able to remind. Because why this Mangalacharan is important. Imagine you are actually taking obeisances of your teachers. of the acharyas, previous acharyas. So it is good to remember this. And whenever you go to ISKCON temple or any temple, these verses will be recited. Those time pe, we don't have to. We can just I hum we. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But you can recite, and it's sweet. When you recite with the devotees, it is very sweet. So, anyways, you all can see also, but try to we can all try to uh, okay. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare. Oh, well, I'll quickly show you who is Devkinandan. Devkinandan. It's so small, even I'm not able to see. Yeah, he's Devkinandan. Very sweet devotee from ISKCON, Singapore. Singapore doesn't have a temple because they are like sort of Chinese, China also like that, no, some communist mentality, whatever. So they have a small like home, they have made it a temple. So you have to see, and every devotee has come through a devotee. Bhakti comes from bhakti. How many of you know Malini Mataji? Malini Mataji, you know how she came to Krishna consciousness? So I'll just give a so Malini Mataji is like a Sankirtan leader of our temple. So for every service there is a leader. If in case you have any questions, you can approach like that. So in Sankirtan book distribution that we do, she is the leader. There are two leaders. Another one is Sri Krishna Purushottam Prabhu, and one is Malini Mataji like that. So interesting story. That's why I'm just sharing. Obviously, every devotee has their own sweet ways. Like Nityan Prabhu, he got introduced in voice while he was studying. Some devotees came to their home, धक्का मार अंदर जाके बोले कि कल से डिवाइस में discover yourself. And now see he's here also now he's doing discover yourself. So everyone has their own unique ways. Obviously, I've just gave a very short one. There would be much more. But Malini Mataji, how she came is so because of his her husband, Shriyas Pandit Prabhu. Obviously, he was a devotee. So after marriage, he used to chant and everything. But his Mataji was not that much. I mean, for her, it was like a culture shock. Do ghanta kaun mala karta hai, Really, it was like, because actually Mataji says sometimes. Before marriage, when Prabhu said that, I chant also. तो माता जी को लगा ठीक है 5-10 मिनट बैठते होंगे और चैंटिंग करते होंगे कोई नहीं आई मीन गुड इट्स गुड देन फर्स्ट डे व्हेन शी सॉ ही सब उठ ही नहीं रहे बैठे तो उठते For 2 hours, for Mataji, it was like she said, that, it was a very different thing for me. And then one day, His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj, he's also very great. In fact, Gaur Gopal Prabhu, Radhesham Prabhu, Gaurang Prabhu, all of them came through Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj, very great Vaishnava. So Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj came to their home to stay. Now he doesn't travel to ISC so much, but earlier days he used to. And as soon as he came, somehow at Krishna's arrangement, he felt sick. So Malini Mataji, obviously, ladies boil the water and all that, whatever seva they can. So it's like that she was doing. And by the time he left, just by that service to His Holiness Bhakti Maharaj, her heart transformed. And then she decided that she wanted to dedicate her life to Krishna's mission and to Srila Prabhupada. So you see that such amazing story, right? Just by serving maybe 6-7 days, to a great Vaishnava, our heart can be transformed. And that is why it is so important to come to temple, take association of devotees and serve them. Service has a lot of potency. When we serve senior Vaishnavas, they give us blessings. They give us blessings. And what we are made, spiritual body is made of the mercy of the devotees. Mercy of the devotees. That's how the spiritual body is made. Otherwise, what it is, it's like 5 Mahabhut. But the spiritual body is made by the mercy of the Vaishnavas. When Vaishnavas see us and when they see us serving genuinely, they shower their blessings. So very nice, great Vaishnavas, advanced Vaishnavas are going to travel. Some are already there also. I'm going to travel ISV. Vaishnava Maharaj is obviously he's there for the entire year. Many times he also travels to other places. But Indranil Maharaj is already here. So Sadhusanga retreat, Sadhusanga retreat, right? That happens every month. Once a month in May end. So the one who is the main organizer, obviously Govind Prabhu sort of assist, but the main organizer is actually His Holiness Indranil Maharaj. So he's here already. So might have some sessions of it. Oh no, tomorrow is Friday, right? So tomorrow Harina, he will be there in the Harina in Palo Alto downtown. So see if you can make it. With the Harinam, I remember on Saturday evening, there is Janvi Harrison, who is Grammy nominated singer. She's also going to be there in Stanford, Palo Alto. I've shared the details in the Sunday. Sorry, what did I say? Saturday. Oh, because it was previously Saturday, then they moved on Sunday. Correct. So Sunday evening it is, and it's a paid event for outside, but it's only $10. $10, nothing. Maybe one McDonald's ka burger. I don't know what that comes for, but basically very less. So $10. That is Indranil Maharaj, Janvi Harrison. Yeah, and then His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He's also traveling. He's coming on Saturday evening. He'll be here till Thursday morning. I don't know what all class sessions will be there, but as of now, we know is there will be Sunday morning feast. Sunday is morning. It's Sunday morning feast because Tuesday is Narasimha Chaturdashi. So that's why they are doing Sunday morning so that they can prepare for Tuesday. So Sunday morning feast is there, and His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj might be giving the class. Yeah, but let's see. So try to come for all these sessions.
I had a question. Sorry. When you say morning, is it like 6 and like what time?
11 a.m.
11.
So devotees are going to start cooking at 6 a.m. If in case you are excited to help, I'm also cooking. So if in case, so 11, but 11 o'clock class will start. I think 1 o'clock it will end, something like that. But if you are coming for the class for Sunday morning, you have to come 30 minutes before. Because if he is giving the class, it will be houseful. So you have to come 30 minutes before so that you get a place to sit. It will be jam-packed. That is one. Then June first week, mostly 5th, 6th, 7th. This is not completely confirmed, but just Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. Again, very powerful Vaishnav. He's going to come. In fact, the reason I am in ISV and I'm connected to ISV and all that, it's because of one of the disciples of Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. His name is His Grace Damodar Vamchadari Prabhu. So he introduced me to ISV and to ISKCON more mainstream. And he's a disciple of Bhakti Vikas Maharaj and very strong Vaishnav. So he's coming, and mostly 6th we might have a program on Thursday evening at our place. So Saili Mataji, I think she is aspiring from Maharaj. Not yet. Yeah. In progress. But like this, many senior Vaishnavas are coming. Try to take their association. When someone like Sundar Pichai come, Jay Bezos come, we want to hear. But that is at material level, right? These are at spiritual levels. And we don't know what statement of theirs will pierce our heart and will help us to be more stronger in our devotional life. So it is very important to attend such devotees classes. And obviously, whenever Vaishya gives every Sunday, we should try to attend that as well. Okay, 45 minutes in announcements. The rest of the 40 minutes, we'll have the session. Okay. BG 911. Everybody is able to see the screen? Okay. So, the acronym for chapter 9. Chapter 9 is what chapter name? Most confidential knowledge. Sabse guhya, most confidential is in this chapter. This is the crux of entire Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, essence of Bhakti Yoga. The acronym is pure. Why? Because Krishna says that this knowledge is the purest of all. So that's why then the acronym is pure. P stands for first 3 verses, 1 to 3. That is P is private, because Krishna is saying again, this is a secret knowledge. This is open to everyone, but still the key is opening our hearts also to that knowledge. Otherwise, that it is open to everyone, but still if we are not humble enough to accept it, then we will not get the knowledge. So that is P is private. It is a secret knowledge. U is unseen pervader. Krishna says that I am pervading everywhere, but still a thief cannot see me. Right? बोलते ना वो 9.4 में. The tough session that we had last week, right? See, unmanifested. Unmanifested matlab, which is not manifested. Unseen. You can't see. But still is pervading everywhere. It's like Krishna says in other place that it's like pearls in a necklace. You can't see the thread, but he is the one who is holding all together, but you can't see. So 4 to 10, Krishna is talking about this unseen pervader. He's everywhere, but cannot be seen. And 11th to 14th, what we are going to discuss is, in fact, 11 to 25th, sorry, but we will only do 4 verses, but 11 to 25th talks about ridicule or reverence. Ridicule or reverence. So because 11, 12 will talk about people who ridicule him or who belittle him or deride him. But 13 to 25, it talks about people who have a lot of reverence and how those people are. So it's a very sweet set of verses. I mentioned last time that future verses are going to come. Those are very sweet. 11 to 14. I mean, obviously all verses, but 4 to 10 is more about his greatness, how he's great. So Arjun might ask, hey Krishna, you're so great. So everybody should be bowing down to you and taking your shelter and considering a supreme personality of Godhead. So Krishna says, nahi. सब नहीं है, थोड़े हैं ऐसे घनचक्कर लोग. So Krishna will say, who are those kind of people? We'll see that. What was the E for? नहीं, E बोला नहीं, वो last में आएगा. मैं भी सोच रहा हूँ. No, I know, but we'll discuss. Okay, I'll say, since you, so 26 to 34, which is the 26th verse? Oh, sorry. 26 verses, the most beautiful verse of the entire Bhagavad Gita. It's the most beautiful, most sweetest verse. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tad aham bhakti uparitam ashnami prayatatmanam yad karoshya ashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi yad tapasyasi kaunteya tad kurushva madarpanam. 27th verse. Right? So these verses talks about whatever, 27th verse talks about whatever you do, however you do, whatever you eat, do as an offering to Krishna. 26th verse says, Patram, Pushpam, leaf, fire, leaf, water, जो भी offer कर रहे हो, offer with love. right? So E talks about expression of love. How we should love Krishna. When we say, I love you, Krishna, what it really means to love Krishna. That explains actually in 27th more, but in 26 it talks about more about love, but how that love should be that anything I want to do for you. Whatever I'm doing, I want to do for you as an offering to you. And that way our work also will become an offering. A lot of times we are in this situation where we think that how to balance spiritual life and material life. I want to practice spirituality, but material life इतना chaotic है, manager इतना डांटता है, काय करायचं? It's so difficult, we might think. But once devotee told, very nice, nicely he said, you don't have to balance spiritual and material life. You have to integrate spiritual into material life. Basically, whatever your material life is, you have to see how can I make it spiritual and how we can see Krishna in that. For example, when we are working very hard, you can think that, okay, maybe whatever Lakshmi I get, I'll use it for Krishna's purpose. Or you can have some influence, right? Because of maybe you are the CEO of the company or CTO of the company or whatever, manager of the company. How you can use that influence in Krishna's service. There is one devotee he's in one of the IITs, and he gives classes in IIT. IIT, I think, I forgot, it's in Delhi side. I think at Delhi, IIT Delhi only. And then he's also preaching because right? And he's very nice in his work. So people want to know, ki yaar, ras kya hai? So he's also preaching. He's preaching Krishna consciousness also. So we see that how you can use everything in Krishna's service. You can use fame, you can use wealth, right? You can use your strength. Hanumanji used his strength in Krishna's service. Obviously, they are pure devotees. But you will see how to use strength in Krishna's service. There is one very sweet. There is one devotee. He comes in Sadhu Sangha. His name is Hanuman. There is one devotee. He has like complete like bodybuilder. He's muscles and bodybuilder. And you know what his service is? His service is to be the gatekeeper of the door to check. Do you remember Prabhu? Yeah. Sadhu Sangha, he comes. I don't remember his name. People call him Hanuman, but I'm not sure what his name is. So he checks everybody's, and obviously अगर ऐसा बंदे को देखेगा तो बिना कार्ड के नहीं जाएंगे. So he's that. I mean, so he's using his strength for Krishna's service, right? So we can use everything for Krishna's service. So sorry, I started giving that session, which I'm supposed to give in the future. E is expression of love. It's a very this chapter is very sweet, very sweet. So P is private. U is unseen pervader. R is ridicule or reverence, right? Because reverence is also there from 13 to 25, and ridicule is the 11 to 12, and then 26 to 34. It's expression of love. Expression of love. Actually, I had 3 E's. Chaitanya, I was telling to Chaitanya, I was thinking something like this for chapter 9. He said, "नहीं, वो दोनों ही उड़वा दो, सिर्फ expression of love." This. So, anyways, I kept that expression of love. I have to check. I don't remember, but I can tell you after that class. It was 3 E's were there in that. You have to check. Yeah, maybe after that class I will check. Otherwise, already 7:50, 40 minutes to go. Okay.
You had added the V, it would become Fury.
Good one. Yes. And you said Fury, I remember Sunday feast now. I have to make Fury for one of the items. Yes. Okay. So we'll recite now. You can recite after me. Everybody's able to see the screen, no? 11th verse. 9th chapter. 9:11. You know how many Akshayinis or Akshayini, that time a set of army used to know as Akshayini. How many Akshayini was there in Kauravas army and how many Akshayini was there in Pandavas army? 7. Correct. 7:11. 7 in Pandavas army and 11 in Kauravas army. You can remember like that. I also remember like that only. So when I saw 9:11, I remembered 7:11. Okay. You can repeat after me. Ajananti mamudha manushim tanumashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. So here some words are there. One is mudha. Mudha means Beokuf, Ganchakar. That is fool. So I say fool, cool. So this is fool part. So Krishna is saying that there are fools also. And Avjananti. So there are three words. Jananti, Ajananti, and Avjananti. Jananti means Janna. One who knows. One who knows Krishna. So Mam. Krishna is saying Mam. Me. One who knows me. This is Jananti. Ajananti means one who doesn't know me. Okay. And third is Avjananti. Who speculates too much about me. Who thinks. What speculation he has? Manushim tanu mashritam. Manushim. Manushim matlab? Tan means body. Tan, right? So, who thinks that my body is like human? He thinks like I'm also made by that five Panch Mahabhut, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Understand the, just by verses, Sanskrit words, you can understand the meaning. Param bhavam jananto mama bhuta maheshwara. Right? So he's saying there, these are people who are, these are actually foolish people who think that I'm appearing as in the, although I'm appearing in the body, human body, but it's not material. But people think that it's a material body. So who wants to read the translation? Yeah, we'll start from you. See, they're fools. Shuru kiya, fools. Read please. Yeah? No. Yeah.
Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that.
Right, Maha Ishwaram, Supreme Lord, they are not able to understand that transcendental nature. Right, Param Bhavam. Param means transcendental nature, Bhav. They are not able to understand. So this is a very sweet purport is there. A lot of things are there, but we cannot go through everything. But we should. I'm thinking where to start from. Okay, let's read from here and then we'll discuss a little bit. You can only read.
Controversies between the impossibilists and the possibilists about the Lord's appearance as a human being. But if we consult the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, the authoritative text for understanding the science of Krishna, then we can understand that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is not an ordinary man, although he appeared on the earth as an ordinary human. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, first chapter, when the sages headed by Sanaka inquired about.
Yeah, so it is Shaunaka. S ke upar dash hai to Sha.
Sanaka inquired about the activities of Krishna. They said,
Vitavan kila karmani Saha Ramena Keshava Ati Martyani Bhagavan Gudha Kapata Manusha.
Lord Shri Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, along with Balrama, played like a human being, and so masked, he performed many superhuman acts. The Lord's appearance as a man bewilders the foolish. No human being could perform the wonderful acts that Krishna performed while he was present on the
Right?
earth.
So he's coming as a human form. But you have to also understand the activities he's performing, right, is not human-like. Correct? So this is the problem. Sometimes what happens is, oh, I eat, Krishna also eats. I sleep, Krishna also sleep. I drive sometimes as a chauffeur to my friends when dropping to airport. Krishna also does the same thing as Arjuna's charioteer, right? Oh, there is no difference. So sometimes what we might happen, you might think he's ordinary. That is one misconception you might have. He's ordinary like us, or he is extraordinary because of superhuman activities, little bit, but I can also become after doing some karma or jnana. That kind of misconception one might have, right? So that is Mayavadi philosophy. He is also God, I'm also God. Right now I'm little screwed up condition, but ho jayega. In progress, aisa. No, but in progress is in devotion, as a devotee, not as a Bhagavan. So, yes, go ahead, Mataji.
When Krishna appeared before his father and mother, Vasudeva and Devaki, he appeared with 4 hands, but after the prayers of the parents, he transformed himself into an ordinary child. As stated in the Bhagavatam,
Prakrita Shishu. Correct.
He became just like an ordinary child, an ordinary human being.
Why he became? For the pleasure of his devotees, right? Because Devaki and Vasudev, suddenly imagine your son is coming as a 400 form. Will you have that Vatsalya bhav? But Krishna wanted the Vatsalya bhav. So Devaki and Yashoda, Devaki and Vasudev said ki nahi jamega. So get some, be a baby. So he became, why? To have the relationship, that loving dealings with his parents, right? So he's doing that because of his devotees. He's not pushed into a human form. We don't choose our parents. Otherwise, you would have chosen maybe, right, Ambani, or we don't choose the place. We don't, right? We don't choose. We are forced. When Krishna's case, Krishna chooses who are his parents.
That is it, before birth. What
No. After appearance also, as soon as he came, he showed his four-armed form. And then they saw that. But then they were bewildered. ये रे मुझे लगा कि कृष्णा एक बच्चा आएगा, ये कौन, नारायण है तो. But then obviously Krishna understood that they are a little bit confused. So they immediately he took a two-handed form. And obviously through Yoga Maya they forgot. Both the parents were same thing, right? Yashoda Maya saw Krishna. I mean, imagine someone killing Putana, someone killing Shaktasur, all this. And still the Grajajis are thinking, "Arey, ye to apna Krishna hai," right? Why? That's because of Yoga Maya. Right? They are not seeing the Krishna's greatness, but we have to see, because we will get bewildered otherwise. Because they're at such a position, they're not seeing Krishna's greatness, they're just seeing his sweetness. When Yashoda Maya sees, when Krishna says that, when Yashoda Maya says, "Are you eating dirt?" Krishna is saying no. Then Yashoda Maya is saying, "Telling lies." Krishna says no. Then Yashoda Maya says, "Open your mouth." And Krishna says, "Ha ha ha." Right? And Krishna opened the mouth. That time Yashoda Maya saw herself also in Krishna, in Vrindavan, gopis, everything she saw. She got confused. Ki ye kaun aa gaya ghar pe? Right? And then, but then through Yoga Maya, she again immediately forgot. So I don't know who asked the question. Did someone ask also, or I just spoke? Oh, you asked something. Yeah. Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan is sweet. Yeah. Go ahead, ma'am.
Now, here again it is indicated that the Lord's appearance as an ordinary human being is one of the features of his transcendental body. In the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, also it stated that Arjuna prayed to see Krishna's form of four hands. Chaitanya, Vipena, Chaturbhujana.
Amazing, yes. Krishna also saw. Krishna is also going to see the four-handed form of Krishna in 11th chapter. 2 chapter में वो देखने वाले हैं. Yeah, but again Krishna will say, Arjuna will say, we are in, dosti. Yeah, so this is not. So then again Krishna immediately. In fact, Arjuna says that all these forms are never able to relate. Then Krishna immediately gives a two-handed form, shows a two-handed form.
After revealing his form, Krishna,
अरे हाँ लिखा है, then petition. Yeah, go ahead.
petitioned by Arjuna, again assumed his original human-like form. Manusam Rupam. These different features of the Supreme Lord are certainly not those of an ordinary human being. Some of those who deride Krishna are now infected with the Mayavadi philosophy quote the following verse from Srimad Bhagavatam to prove that Krishna is just an ordinary man. Aham sarvesu bhutesu uttam. The Supreme is present in every living entity. We should better take note of this particular verse from Vaishnava Acharya like Jiva Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti. Instead of following the interpretation of unauthorized person who derived Krishna, Jiva Goswami.
We'll go to the. Yeah. Can you go? We'll read this last part. This much part we'll read. There are 3 kinds of devotees. This is important.
There are 3 kinds of devotees of the Lord.
Yeah. Actually, there is a lot. This is a very nice purport. Please go home and read this. We don't have that much time, so I'm just skipping.
There are 3 kinds of devotees of the Lord, and the neophyte is the lowest stage. The neophyte devotee gives more attention to the deity in the temple than to other devotees. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur warns that this sort of mentality should be corrected.
What is that? See, devotees come because you are more able to relate to them. You will have a lot of reverence. But as soon as you see deities in the temple, you don't have so much reverence. You just think of them as made of metal or something like that. So that is neophyte stage. But at the advanced stage, you see everything as absolute. Devotee, when you see them as Krishna's Amsha. And when you see Krishna himself, basically you have even people who are lowermost, you still see them as Krishna's Amsha. So that is the advanced stage. But at the neophyte stage, we basically differentiate. So there are not lot more. There's a difference between, there are 3 stages. Kanishta Adhikari, which is neophyte stage, Madhyama Adhikari, and there is Uttama Adhikari. But you can think neophyte stage basically means one doesn't have complete understanding of scripture, and one might take the deities in the temple as just made of metal or something like that.
But then you should see that because Krishna is present in everyone's heart as Paramatma, every body is the embodiment of the temple of the Supreme Lord. So as one offers respect to the temple of the Lord, he should similarly properly respect each and every body in which the Paramatma dwells. Everyone should therefore be given proper respect and should not be neglected. There are
No, we'll stop. Yeah. Yeah, this line. I'll just read it. They say that in the next line. So impersonalist. Impersonalist means what? People who don't have. They think that we are all one. Basically, we're all one, or I will also become God. Those are impersonalists. Impersonalists also has various categories. So they deride the temple worship. What is their understanding is Krishna is everywhere. God is everywhere. So why to go in the temple? So here Srila Prabhupada is answering. They say that since God is everywhere, why should one restrict himself to temple worship? But if God is everywhere, is he not in the temple or in the deity form? Although personalist and the impersonalist will fight with one another perpetually, a perfect devotee in Krishna consciousness knows that although Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead, is all pervading, as confirmed in Brahma Samhita. So we have to understand that there might be impersonal will come with their own philosophies and all, and there are. You might think impersonalist क्या बोल रहे प्रभु जी, मैंने तो कभी देखे नहीं. But if you go to different organizations, at the core, in fact, even people who read Bhagavad Gita also, who teaches Bhagavad Gita also, many popular places who teaches Bhagavad Gita, if you little bit scratch more the surface of what they are teaching, they might be teaching mostly impersonalism, where they will say everyone is God. There is no difference. But that's a very dangerous philosophy. That's what Srila Prabhupada is saying. So basically, there is a very nice story also. Once a person came to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. I'll show who is Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. So he's Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. So someone came to him and he said, "Oh, I am also God." So then Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur had a very hatta disciple. He told him, "Get some mangoes," and he gave those mangoes to the disciple, not to that person. And he kept giving, said, "Give more, give more, give more." And after some time, he was not able to handle. And then Bhakti Thakur said, when we offer to Krishna Chappan Bhog also, he takes it, he accepts it. In Govardhan also he took Leela, he took everything. Why are you struggling so much? He started realizing that I'm saying I'm God, but I don't have the strength. And then he said, and when we offer Krishna mango, we accept completely. Even the chilka we accept. And since you're saying we are all one, there's no difference between the skin and the mango itself. Why are you leaving the skin? You eat that also. Then he realized, no, there is differences. Not everything is one, right? So like that, there is another story where Prakashananda Saraswati Thakur. This is, I think, this one. No, I forgot that one. I'll show. Cool. So once there was a great Vaishnava. He was a Mayavadi, Prakashananda Saraswati Thakur. So once what happened was he was with 60,000 disciples in a place, and there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting near a place where shoes are kept and where hands are washed and all. So not a very nice place to sit. So he was just sitting there. And Prakashananda Saraswati, as soon as he came, they both are sannyasis. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also became sannyasi, and Prakashananda Saraswati Thakur also is sannyasi. But he is very old. I mean, old in the sense of elderly also, but from a long time sannyasi. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is young and little recent sannyasi. So Prakashananda Saraswati saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and from him effulgence was coming. So he got attracted to that Brahman effulgence, because obviously he's practicing that Brahma Jyoti. So as soon as he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like that, he got very attracted and he saw that he's a young sannyasi. So he said, okay, why are you sitting there and why are you, he was just chanting Krishna's names. He said, why are you chanting? I'll teach you Vedanta. And then he said, uh, he started talking about Vedanta Sutras and everything. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started giving commentaries on the Vedanta Sutras because he was even more learned. So Prakashananda Saraswati understood that he is more learned than me. And then he defeated that entire Mayavadi conception. And then all the disciples of Prakashananda Saraswati, including Prakashananda Saraswati, they all took shelter from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that why are you chanting this Hare Krishna mantra? So he said, Murkhami, I am fool and I don't know much. So my spiritual teacher has told me you can perfect your life just by chanting the holy names of the Lord. And then everybody in the Mayapur, in Bengal, everyone was chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. So like the people who are Mayavadis also, their hearts were transformed because when they got connected with the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or with the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So same thing here is saying, Avajananti Mamuda. People think that when I'm coming as a human form, Ramchandra coming as human form, people question, right? Ramchandra ji ne aisa kyun kiya? Aisa kyun kiya? Right? Instead of understanding that there might be some pastimes, higher pastimes that we might not be able to understand. At least having that benefit of doubt, giving that benefit. Instead, we start questioning or doubting, right? Because we think we think that personality to the level of we are. Right? Why? Because we're thinking he has just come as a human form, now he is simple human like us. Right? And that's why what Krishna is saying here, these people are mudha. Srila Prabhupada used to say mudha. They are fools. Right? So then the question will come that if they are fools, so what is their gati? Gati means goal. What is their adhogati? What is their ultimate goal? What is their destination? Sorry, destination. What is the destination? To the people who are behaving like this, who are like Mayavadi people. So he's saying this verse. Mogasha moga karmano moga jnana vichetasaha rakshasim masurim chaiva prakritim mohinim shrita. See, Mohini, there was an old song. But actually what they are telling is about the material energy. Maya, Mohini, these are all material energy. So there are two kinds of energy will be discussed in this 4 verses. Mohinim Prakriti, and in the next verse there will be Devi Prakriti. Devi Prakriti is spiritual energy. And Mohini Prakriti is material energy. So people who are Avajanantima, who are Mudas, they are under the influence of which Prakriti? Mohini Prakriti, right? Mohini Prakriti. This is what is mentioned. So what are their destination? Mogasha. All their hopes are destroyed. Moga means baffled, right? Baffled or destroyed. All their hopes are destroyed. ये किसके बारे में बोल रहे हैं? People who are Brahmavadis or impersonalist. Then Moga Karmano, Karmis. They are doing some fruitive activities. They are also baffled. One might think, "Arey, kahan baffled kahan hai? Paise to mil rahe hain and demons are also getting money." But what is their final destination? Hiranyakashipu. All his desires were getting fulfilled, but at the end, he was killed by Narsimhadev. Tuesday, we'll have Narsimha Chaturdashi. Little bit add in between. So, Moga Jnana. People who are Jnanis, right? They also, goals will be baffled. Moga Jnanis. Vichetasa. So, Brahmavad is also gone. Karmi is also gone. Jnani is also gone. Right? Someone might say, "Kya chahte ho?" So what is the thing? Basically, they take the bodies in one sense of they are like Rakshasas and Asurim. That is Asuri Pravritti, demoniac nature. Right? Like for example, even Kamsa, he also thought, oh, he's just a Gwala. Correct? They also thought, Brajvasi also thought, but they were covered by Yogamaya. But he was covered by Mahamaya or Mohini Prakriti. Right? Kamsa, Hiranyakashipu, Ravan, they all thought they are just ordinary person. Correct? So some immediate fulfillment was there. They were able to kidnap Sita, Devi and all. But ultimately, they were succumbed to death. And what was that nature? It was Asuric nature, Rakshasi nature. That's what Krishna is saying. This nature, if one thinks that he's just an ordinary person, Krishna is an ordinary person. We sing, right? वो करे तो हम करे तो character खिला है, this song will come. But they will do all this gymnastics. Why? Because they want to enjoy. But they will never be able to lift anything. Now they're 60, about to die. But they'll keep on singing these songs. Correct? So Krishna is saying that if that kind of nature is there, that is actually Asuri Pravritti. Asuri Pravritti. And that is why this Bollywood and all is actually third class. Because all this actually makes us feel that we are man. Right? Like that we think. But actually, we are just a servant. And we're actually in a very, for everything we need shelter, right? For everything we need help. So that is our situation. That is important. Okay, who wants to do the translation? Oh yeah, Soham Prabhu.
Those who are thus bewildered and attracted by demonic and atheistic views, in that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated.
Culture of knowledge, Gyanis, Karmis, and liberation. Everything is baffled.
Leave the purport, right?
No, leave it. It's 8:12. We'll go ahead. I'm just seeing if anything. We'll skip. Yes. Okay, so now Arjuna might be asking that, okay, so ye sab log to, these are fools. But what about the people who are taking shelter of you? So now Krishna will speak of 13, 14 verse. He will talk about people who take shelter of Krishna. We'll see that. These are cool people. Previous to were fool people. So 13th. Today we'll know who really Mahatma means. Mahatma not doesn't mean Mahatma Gandhi was who fought for the country. No, Mahatma means Mahanatma. Mahanatma means one who has taken shelter of the Lord. That is Mahanatma. So, and you see the word Daivi Prakriti. Daivi Prakriti means spiritual energy. Mahatma nastu mam partha Daivim Prakriti Mashritah Jantyananya Manaso Yatva Bhutadim Avyayam. Ananya Manse, Ananya, not having any other thought in mind, complete dedicating their mind to me. Right? Ananya, and what they are doing? Ananya Manse, gali nahi de rahe, but bhajan. Right? Ananya Manse, he's devoting to me. Right? That is real Mahatma. That is real Mahatma. Who wants to read? Oh yeah, please read.
Those who are not deluded, the great souls are under the protection of divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of God, original and inexhaustible.
Right. So that was material energy, right? Or Mohini Prakriti. People who are under the influence of that is Mudhas. Krishna is saying. And this is divine nature or Daivi Prakriti. And people who are under that they are called as Mahatmas. Like that Krishna is saying, right? Yeah. So we'll read the last paragraph. Mahatma does not. Please go ahead.
The Mahatma does not divert his attention to anything outside Krishna because he knows perfectly well that Krishna is the original Supreme Person, the cause of all causes. There is no doubt about it. Such a Mahatma or great soul develops through association with other Mahatmas, pure devotees. Pure devotees are not even attracted by Krishna's other features such as four-armed Mahavishnu. They are simply attracted by two-armed son of Krishna.
Yeah, this is, why it's mentioned like this. It's very sweet pastime. So once what happens is, really esoteric pastime. So Krishna once was with the gopis in the jet black night. And the gopis suddenly, little bit, obviously, covered by Yoga Maya, to increase the rasa of the pastime, they suddenly felt that, Hare Krishna, to hamare saath hai, hum bhi kuch hai. So Krishna sensed that little bit, that pride. Obviously, this was all, they are very great Vaishnavas. I mean, topmost Vaishnava. In fact, the Acharyas explained, but it was just to increase the rasa. So suddenly Krishna disappeared. So all these gopis were searching, Krishna kidhar gaye, kuta gela. So they were all searching. So when they were searching, suddenly they saw Narayan. And they saw Narayan. They said, "Hare Hare Krishna Narayan. Where is Krishna?" They imagined. So Narayan was thinking, "Arey, main na." But they didn't care. For them, okay, Hare Krishna. But where is Krishna? They're so much absorbed in Krishna, right? So we see that same here. They are simply attracted by the two-armed form of Krishna.
They are not attracted to other features of Krishna, nor are they concerned with any form of a demigod or a human being. They meditate only upon Krishna in Krishna consciousness. They are always engaged in the unceasing service of Lord in Krishna consciousness.
Yeah. So now question will come that, Are bhajanti ananya mana, what does it really mean? Okay, without any deviation, you're just focusing on Krishna, but what does it mean? I mean, practically, what does that mean? So in the next verse, Krishna will explain. This is the proof, this is the verse which proves also that why we should chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Some people might say, Are काय को 16 माला कितना मेहनत है, right? 16 बार करना चाहिए, 16 माला बहुत ज्यादा हो गया. So here Krishna is satatam means continuously. The Srila Prabhupada's mercy that only 16 rounds you have to do. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Right? So this verse has that proof that why the chanting of the holy names is so important. You can repeat after me. And also this explains that what devotees at practical level can do. Satatam kirtayanto maam yatantascha dridhavrata namasyantascha maam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. So satatam kirtayanto. Kirtan means chanting. Kirtan comes from the word kirti. Kirti means to glorify. So anything that where we are glorifying Krishna, that is kirtan. What I am doing is kirtan. What you are doing also, you are hearing the glorification. So satatam kirtayanto ma. Right? So that is chanting of the holy names or any other activities related to glorifying the Lord. Yadadascha dridhavrata. Complete determination to serve the Lord. Namasyantascha. Worshipping the Lord. Bowing down towards Him. And nitya yukta upasate. Always worshipping Him. So we'll read the translation. Yeah, Shruti, go.
What is chanted by ladies, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion.
Yeah. You can read the last paragraph.
As described in the second verse of this chapter, not only is this devotional service easy, but it can be performed in a happy mood. One does not need to undergo any severe penance and austerity. He can live his life in devotional service, guided by an expert spiritual master, and in any position, either as a householder or a sannyasi or a brahmachari, in any position and anywhere in the world. He can perform this devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and thus become actually Mahatma, a great soul.
Yes. Householder or sannyasi. So this is important, right? Householder or sannyasi, anyone. There is no like one has to become sannyasi or go into the jungle. Anyone can become a Mahatma. So I'll just tell one story and then we'll end today's class. So Srila Prabhupada tells this story. I mean, there's an incident. Once a crab was there near the ocean and he was just sort of crawling everywhere, here, there, everywhere. And Srila Prabhupada saw that. So there was Brahmanand Prabhu over there. He was very hatta-katta person. Srila Prabhupada told him, go and catch that crab. And by the time he was running, I mean, very strong person, and he was running behind it. And somehow crab took the went into the ocean. And Brahmanand Prabhu was not able to catch him. Yeah, or it, whatever. So then Srila Prabhupada asked, why were you not able to catch? You are such a strong person. Why you are not able to catch? So Brahmanand Prabhu didn't understand what to say. So then Srila Prabhupada said that because crab took shelter of ocean. And ocean is more stronger than you also. Because so vast, right? And because of that, you are not able to do anything to that crab. So Srila Prabhupada said that, who is that crab? Us. Who is that ocean? Krishna. And who is that Hattakata person? Correct. So Srila Prabhupada said, Maya is very strong. It is very hard to overcome or run away from Maya. Every step Maya is knocking. But when we take shelter of Krishna, how we can take shelter? Krishna has given in Kali Yuga a very easy way of holy names of the Lord. By chanting his holy names, we can take shelter of Krishna. When we take shelter of Krishna through holy names, by serving the devotee, by taking association of the devotees, then that Maya will not be able to touch us. And that happens when we are completely absorbed in service of Krishna. We don't have any time only to scroll or do some things, okay, because we are so much absorbed. It could be chanting, it could be reading. We need to absorb ourselves. Sometimes we might think we might be doing some other nonsensical activities, and we might think, oh, we are hopeless, we can't do anything. I'm doing this also, I'm doing that also. I'm a hopeless person. But we have to understand that Krishna doesn't leave anyone, even Putana. Aho bakiyam sanakalakutam jigam sayapaya rupe sadvi. Lebe gatim dajitam ananyam kamva dayadum sharanam rajema. That even Putana, who wanted to come and kill Krishna, to that person, Krishna delivered. So that is the mercy of Krishna. So everyone has the capacity to take shelter of Krishna. And even if we are at a very precarious situation in the sense of we are doing some nonsensical activities, we have to understand that if we just be little sincere and keep doing what we are doing in terms of spiritual life, slowly, Krishna will take us back home, back to God through devotees. That faith we should have. Adau Shraddha Tata Sadhu. And that's when Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, and Bhajana Kriya. When we do these three things, then fourth, Anartha Nivritti, the nonsensical activities that we have in the heart will go away. And we have to see everything. We should be able to see everything, whatever we see in this world, we should be able to see as Krishna's hands in this. I'll give you a very nice story. This is about Ramanujacharya. How many of you know Ramanujacharya? Ramanujacharya. He's from South, a very great Vaishnava. So once what happened is they were taking a sort of a procession of Krishna on the road, and they saw a person. So everyone was chanting Govinda, Govinda. Everyone was chanting and everyone was glorifying. So there was one person who was glorifying a lady who was standing there, and she was very attractive. She was very beautiful. So that this person was looking at her and glorifying her like that. So all the disciples, some of the disciples who were seeing this scene, they were very angry. Krishna is walking, Krishna's procession is going, everyone is glorifying, always chanting, and this guy is attached to this girl. So then they complained to Ramacharya ki, see, these kind of unscrupulous people are also there in this procession. So Ramacharya told that person to come. And actually, I wanted to tell this in the first where the deities is mentioned. No, I'll tell why. So that's why I was thinking. So then Ramacharya asked that boy, why are you so much attracted? So he said, I have not seen any beauty more beautiful as this person. So then Ramacharya said that, what if I show you someone more beautiful than her also? I said, then I'll glorify him or her. Then Ramacharya said, okay, I'll take you to a place. And then he takes that person to Ranganath temple. Ranganath temple where he's sleeping like that, Lord Narayan. So as soon as that person sees Lord Ranganath, he got so much attracted to that person, to Lord Ranganath, that then he takes complete shelter of Ranganath, takes initiation by Ramanujacharya also, and becomes a very devout devotee of Lord Narayan. So we see that how persons can get also attracted to Krishna's beauty. When we see that whatever photos we were seeing in the start, right? Deities, just by seeing the deities, beauty of the deities, by appreciating that beauty of the deities, we can actually develop love for Krishna. I'll just tell one more story and then we'll chant one round. We're talking about chanting. So once, on similar lines. So once a devotee was coming to pick up Srila Prabhupada in the airport. So there was one lady who was walking by. So the disciples suddenly looked at that lady. So Srila Prabhupada saw that that disciple is looking at that lady. So Srila Prabhupada told that disciple How is she? Beautiful, huh? Like that. So that the disciple felt little embarrassed. And Shilpa was asked also, how is she? Beautiful, huh? So he was thinking, क्या बोलूं अभी? हाँ बोलूं तो अजीब लगेगा, and ना बोलूं तो झूठ लगेगा. So what should I say? So he didn't say anything. He was feeling so embarrassed for the whole situation. And then Shri Prabhupada said, if you feel that this beauty, I mean this you felt is very beautiful, then imagine the person who has created this beauty. He is how much beautiful. And then he said, he is Krishna. Krishna, like that. Shri Prabhupada said. So Krishna is very, very attractive. Krishna means all attractiveness. Krishna means all attractive. So, and in Kali Yuga, how we can take shelter of Krishna, chanting beats we can give by the time. How we can, oh, here only, please. How we can take shelter of Krishna is through holy names. So what we'll do is, we have 3 minutes. We'll not be able to complete, but we'll still do one round. It will take maybe 7-8 minutes. We'll try to chant one round of Maha Mantra. And we can pray to Krishna. Krishna, please engage me in your service. This is the only prayer we can do. Krishna, please engage me in your service. And that I am Anu. I am very small, but you are Vibhu. You are infinite small. Infinite. We are infinite small, and Krishna is infinite. And we can pray to Krishna that please engage me in your service. Please help me get attached to a Vaishnava. Like this, we can have various prayers to Krishna. And what we can do is we can simply just hear the holiness of the Lord. Just by hearing that holy names, our heart can be purified. You see, in 2 years, have you seen that photo? 2 years makes a heart. Okay, photo. So when you hear, it goes to the heart. Don't send it to, this is only for Krishna consciousness. Okay, so we'll chant now. Before chanting, what we'll do is we will sing this